Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to Boishakhi News. This is Jessica Tattil Islam from the newsroom. The headlines first. BNP chairperson proposes fresh outline of post-time government. It is important who is going to head the upcoming election time government, says Ershad. Cabinet will continue till the government tenure expires, says its secretary. And Bangladesh will be free from hunger and poverty by 2021, hopes Hasina. 28 awarded Bangabandhu Krishi Poto. Those were the headlines. Now moving on to the details. Leader of the opposition and BNP chairperson Begum Khalida Zia urged the government to propose 5 names of the former advisors from the caretaker governments of 1996 and 2001 and allow the opposition to suggest another 5 to form the upcoming post-time government. She suggested the next post-time government head should be one from those caretaker advisors who is accepted by all. Speaking at a press conference at a city hotel, she said, though the Premier spoke in favor of an all-party post-time government, she failed to give clear outline about the prospective head of such government. Begum Zia said the present government must accede to the demands for restoration of caretaker government as it became the very demand of the nation. Former caretaker government advisor Dr. Akbar Ali Khan has said the proposal of opposition chief Begum Khalida Zia is contrary to the outline given by the Prime Minister. He said the constitution will have to be amended again for the upcoming national polls if the government is to go by Begum Zia's suggestions. Similar view was expressed by another former caretaker advisor, Sultana Kamal. On the other hand, senior lawyer Barrister Rafiqul Haq said he feels it would be difficult to implement the post-time government outline suggested by the opposition chief. Meanwhile, Awami League leader Mahbubul Alam Hanif said that Begum Khalida Zia wants to revoke undemocratic caretaker government system. The Cabinet will continue its regular meetings till government's tenure up to January 24th next. This was stated by Cabinet Secretary Muhammad Musharraf Hussain Bhuiya while talking to newsmen following a cabinet meeting held at the Secretariat today. Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina presided over at the meeting. Referring to the Premier's Friday's address to the nation, the Cabinet Secretary said the address outlined the government's working strategy. Meanwhile, the Cabinet has given final approval to the draft National Occupational Health and Safety Policy 2013 at the meeting. Jatiya Party Chairman H.M. Ershad has said participation of all political parties can only ensure a credible national election. He also said this party will not take part in the upcoming polls unless these are participated by all political parties. He came up with the view while addressing a press conference at his Bonani office today. Ershad strongly criticized Awami League General Secretary Syed Ashraful Islam's statement over Jatiya parties remaining in the Awami League-led Grand Alliance and termed as untrue and baseless the remark. He claimed Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina's speech outlining the formation of all-party post-time government is unclear. Election Commissioner Abu Hafiz today said the Election Commission would prepare a draft of Election Code of Conduct for the upcoming national polls. The draft Electoral Code of Conduct will be published on the website of the Election Commission within a week, added he. The Election Commissioner said this while talking to newsmen at his office today. Abu Hafiz also said that Commission would send the draft of Electoral Code of Conduct to all registered political parties seeking suggestions. Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina said her government is working relentlessly to turn Bangladesh into a country free from hunger and poverty by 2021. She said this while distributing Bangabandhu Jatiyo Krishi Puruskar or Bengali year 1418 at a function at Osmani Memorial Hall. Sheikh Hasina said that due to pragmatic steps of her government, Bangladesh could overcome food crisis and soaring prices of essentials amid global economic meltdown. The Prime Minister announced that the government would further consider increasing the retirement age of the agricultural scientists so that they can contribute more in this sector. This year, a total of 28 persons and organizations were given Bangabandhu Jatiyo Krishi Puruskar for their outstanding contribution to the field of agriculture. Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina will visit Dinajpur tomorrow. The Prime Minister is scheduled to inaugurate and lay foundations to various development projects in the district. Sheikh Hasina is likely to address a public rally organized by local Army League at historic Gore Shahid ground. Meanwhile, different roads of the Upazila have been covered with posters, balloons and festoons ahead of the Prime Minister's visit. Eminent personalities underscored the need for alternative political forces apart from the existing two political powers for the larger interest of the country. They came up with a view at a roundtable at the Belia Center in the capital today. Communist Party President Boishakhi Islam Salim said whenever any of the two major parties assumes power, they push country towards irregularities and corruptions. Eminent economist Anu Muhammad said he feels the country is now reeling around a vicious circle of politics. The Dhaka Cybercrime Tribunal fixed November 10th for hearing on the case against the Human Rights Organization's Udhikar Secretary Adilur Rahman Khan. Justice K.M. Shamsulan today fixed the date after hearing. Early on October 8, Judge Burhanuddin and Judge K.M. Kamrul Khadir passed a release order on the bail, and 2 days later Adilur got released from jail. The news from abroad and the US-Pakistan ties could not be more important, Secretary of State John Kerry has said as he met Pakistani Prime Minister Nawaz Sharif in Washington. Sharif's 3-day visit marks the highest-level talks between the two countries in the US for years. The relations have been tense on several issues, including Islamabad's opposition to US drone strikes. Meanwhile, President Barack Obama has asked Congress to resume $305 million in blocked security aid to Pakistan. Bushfires in Australia's New South Wales could merge to form a massive blaze, the Fire Commissioner has said, as teams battles fires across the state. 3 fires near Lithgow, a city of the Blue Mountains, are thought to be at risk of merging into one fire front. New South Wales has been badly hit by bushfires after the hottest September on record. It has declared a state of emergency. Officials said conditions are likely to worsen this week.
Hundreds of people. The biggest fires are raging in the...
3 people, including a girl aged 8, died when gunmen on motorcycles opened fire on a wedding party outside a Coptic Christian church in Cairo. At least 9 others were wounded in the attack in Giza. There was no immediate claim of responsibility. Egypt's Coptic Christian community has been targeted by some Islamists who accuse the charge of backing the army's overthrow of President Mohamed Morsi in July.
Amongst the dead, an 8-year-old girl, according to the Interior Ministry, left the church on...
Nice approach and heavy downpour caused an early close to the first day's play in the Mirpur Test between Bangladesh and New Zealand today. Before the rain interrupted, Bangladesh lost 3 wickets in quick succession in the second session after winning the toss and choosing to bat first. The Tigers put up to 228 for 5 wickets in the second test of the 2-test series against the Black Caps. Marshall Ayub made 41, while Muminul Haq delivered another solid performance by scoring 47 runs. Tamim missed out on a deserved century as he was dismissed on 95 by a short ball from Neil Wagner.
The batsman would be watchful. That's neat to play.
That's all for now. Before ending, the top stories once again.